Jiufen, a magical town amidst the blossoming mountains of Taiwan, with a population of approximately 1,600 people. Today, we will be visiting this town to uncover the true story that has been fading away. What does Jiufen look like nowadays? Why has it become so popular? Why did it nearly disappear off the map? These are questions we will be answering in this video.
But first, how did we get here?
Our journey started in Taipei, where we took a train to the main station. Once there, we bought 2 tickets to Ruifang, where we would take a free bus to Jiufen.
And in case you think this background behind me is a white screen, no it's not, it's just the weather we're having for the next 2 days. This is what it's supposed to look like on a good day. We probably came on the worst weekend in the year. But if you don't know us, we're Karma Adventures and we always make the best out of every situation. This is the entrance to Jiufen Old Street and I think my shoulders are going to be very sore today. From hitting people with it, you get it? I mean, not on purpose, but accidentally it's going to be very crowded. Coming here, there are a few things that we wanted to try, like Taro balls and also peanut ice cream.
Oh wait, I think this is Taro balls.
Is it? Oh yeah, Taro balls.
Taro balls are a typical Taiwanese sweet dish made by mixing mashed taro with water and flour, giving it that characteristic chewy sensation.
It's got the exact same feeling as a mochi.
I definitely prefer the colored ones more, like the sweet potato, because they're more jelly, and the other one has like a weird like melting in my mouth flavors. But did you know that you can actually try it in so many different ways? We chose it this way. But look at all the other options. You can even have it hot or cold or with sugar or ginger.
Outside, we saw this shop putting a show making bubble tea balls.
I'm just so glad that Max made me try the taro balls because I don't eat vegetables. If you're new to this channel, you didn't know that, but it was so worth it. I loved it.
The weather may have been cold, but in the old streets of Jiufen, we felt warm. We could feel the heat of the food being cooked on the doorsteps and the warmth of the people roaming the streets.
This little town is known for its narrow streets, which makes it look incredibly busy.
Ni hao, ni hao.
You can see.
No, I can't. I just want to say ni hao.
If you can say ni hao,
ni hao, xie
Taiwan.
Yeah.
You can stay a nice Taiwan.
Yeah.
This shop is ideal if you want to get words carved into a brush or even drawn on a paper. By the way, this gentleman was extremely nice. Walking up and down these streets and seeing all the incredible street food being made did make us hungry. We saw shops making tofu, sausages, noodles, and some crazy stuff like duck tongue. But another must-try dish we had to try in Jiufen is their peanut ice cream wrap. This is a dish that if you don't try in Taiwan, you will most likely not see it anywhere else.
We just found the peanut ice cream and I don't think we're going to have many chances in life to try a peanut ice cream roll. This one has pineapple ice cream and Max's half has peanut ice cream. So cold. My teeth.
It's probably not the best weather to try ice cream.
I definitely don't taste the pineapple ice cream. All I taste is peanut and it literally tastes like paçoca. For any Brazilians out there, paçoca is all here. I'm so happy. Oh, I took a second bite and I taste the pineapple ice cream. It's so good.
Delicious food like this is not the only main attraction of Jiufen's Old Street. Something very attractive amongst tourists was also handmade flutes. Nearly reaching the end of the street, we got a calling from these steaming dumplings. I'm sure you are also getting that calling, right? I can feel it. Not only that, but this restaurant had the perfect views to the Pacific Ocean. Oops, sorry, I forgot about the weather.
We just ordered a warm meat soup with noodles and I think we've done everything the wrong way today. We started off with dessert and now the mains.
This is such a cute spot. There's so many colorful lanterns, but also there's kind of like a wall with lanterns that have messages in many different languages.
Muitas felicidades.
Oh, look at this. It's like wooden postcards.
I wonder if this is just a random piece of art of miners. To dive into Jiufen's history, we went to one of Jiufen's oldest temples tucked away off the main Old Street. It was built back when the area was still a booming gold mining town. Wait, did I say mining? Don't worry now because it will make more sense later. This temple follows the Taoism religion, which is one of Taiwan's main religion. But hidden inside there's a small shrine to the god of love and marriage. Legend says that if you pray here and get a red thread, you will find your soulmate. I'm just saying it. The sun set and it was time to try some famous Taiwanese tea.
Do you notice anything different? I got myself a capybara hat. It was too cold and also it looked really cute. But there's no better way to end the first day than going to a traditional Taiwanese tea house. And a little secret, we left it quite late to come and visit the tea house because all the lanterns are lit up. It's about 9 o'clock and also most of the tourists are gone. It's pretty much only the people that are staying in this village. But look at this street, it's already so mesmerizing. A whole tunnel in there. It says Taiwan sweet potato house, but it's like miles long. Not miles, but it's a little bit long tunnel.
It looks very cool, but at the same time it looks quite scary. I think this in the UK would be a tunnel where everyone goes to pee after a night out. We were so shocked by this beautiful street that we nearly missed our stop. Wait, I don't think you're going to be able to see it with the wooden sign. But that's a tea point. Let's go, let's check it out, let's see the views. Hopefully all the people here means that they are leaving and they're not coming in with us. I think it's closed. There's a rope there. Let's go and check anyways. Oh. We thought we had seen the best views of that street. That's insane. I'm pretty sure this is what was inspired by Spirit Away, the anime. I'm not sure, I need to double check, but it's gorgeous. Also, I can spot our first destination tomorrow at the far, far end, that bright light shining the temple. That's going to be first stop in day 2, but let's go have that tea. We're looking to have Taiwanese tea, but I can't lie, looking at these prices, I think I'm already perfectly hydrated. I think we are looking at paying around £10+ for tea, which I think is above our budget.
But I feel like it would be wrong of us to come all the way here and not try at least one traditional tea. So we'll get one to share and then we'll let you guys know what it tastes like, if it was worth the bicycle.
A few inches later.
So annoying, but after a few minutes deliberating, we decided not to get the tea. We did come all the way here not to try the Taiwanese tea. But let me tell you, the tea was the same price as my hat, so it was a little bit out of budget.
We haven't explained it properly, but Jiufen is often linked to a film called Spirited Away because of its red lanterns on the streets, steep alleyways and tea houses. In fact, this exact location is constantly compared to Spirited Away's bathhouse. And I imagine you can understand why.
There's no better way to end day 1 than with the miners. A great connection for tomorrow, day 2, the miners of Jiufen.
Fortunately, on our second and last day, the weather was clear, and we had views to the Pacific Ocean and the mountains surrounding this beautiful town. By the way, doesn't Jiufen look a bit like the favelas in Brazil from this shot? Imagine spending $400 in the Taiwanese tea yesterday when we have jasmine Taiwanese green tea here for free in the hotel. It's day 2, and luckily, I don't want to jinx it right now, but we've got a clear sky, we're going to have views to the whole sea, and it's perfect because today we are going to show you why you should visit Jiufen beyond all the lanterns and all the old street.
My shoes are soaking wet from last night. We're not off to a great start today with the weather. Although it's not raining, it's absolutely freezing. There's even a cold surge going on today. It's 12 degrees right now, but it feels like 6 degrees. That's why I can't speak. My mouth is frozen.
there's no better way to start the day than with Jiufen Qingyun Temple, only a short walk from the town. What are your thoughts on this temple, Carol?
This has to be the most mesmerizing temple that I have ever seen in my life. The details are so intricate.
I couldn't agree more. We did some research to understand the significance and the meaning of this temple to Jiufen. This is a Taoist temple also built during the Japanese colonial period in the early 20th century. At this point, Jiufen was a thriving gold mining town, attracting miners and merchants who sought prosperity and protection. This temple showcases traditional Chinese architecture. Wait, so why were they inspired by Chinese architecture during a Japanese ruling? Well, majority of the local population were ethnic Chinese, and the Japanese government was very lenient with religion. A very cool and interesting fact that you will definitely remember is that the symbol of the Taoism religion is the famous yin and yang. I just hope that the next time that you see this symbol, you remember this video.
Oh my God.
Like walking into a painting, but in real life.
I don't think I've ever seen anything as impressive as this, as detailed as this. It's mind-blowing.
What are the yin yang symbols? And I know we keep saying about the miners, but it will make sense in the next location.
For the next location, we had to catch an empty bus to somewhere in the mountains.
We finally made it to the place where most of Jiufen's history probably happened, the gold mine. And if you are going to come here, which you probably will, please don't try and walk. Google Maps says it's a 30-minute walk from Jiufen Old Street. That's a big fat lie. This is a mountainous place. It will take you like 3 days to get here. You must take a bus or a taxi. Thank you, Xie.
We are finally going to share the story about Jiufen. No more hinting about miners, no more hinting about the story. Let's get into it. Okay.
Thank you.
Xie. We are coming into a Japanese style house.
One of these first.
This is our first time in a Japanese residency. And the Japanese are the ones that created the success of Jiufen, but also the downfall. Before we get into that, let's see this amazing residency that it reminds me of like cartoons that I watched when I was young.
I see the most interesting aspect of that Japanese architecture is that everything is made out of wood, bamboo, paper. And it just looks so simple yet elegant.
I am obsessed with this place, and I'm not sure if it was seen in Taiwan, but when I was younger, I used to see Doraemon, and the houses there remind me exactly like this one. It's kind of like taking me back to the childhood. This used to be a dormitory for the mining staff, so the wives would stay here and take care of the home whilst the male would just go out and inspect the mine. Just thinking about it, you've got what, about 1.5 meters and then maybe 2 meters long. So it used to be quite tough, but at least they managed.
So they have like an interactive game at the Gold Mine Museum, and I'm gonna send it to the wall. Oh, it's there. Sweet. I have no idea what this does. It doesn't explain the rules, okay? It just says send it to the wall.
So why are miners so special in Jiufen? Around the 1895, someone discovered the first piece of gold. What happened? The Japanese government, which was ruling Taiwan, they decided to exploit the mine. Excavate. And when they started to find gold, that was the zenith, the best point for Jiufen. They had money, they had jobs, but 50 years later, they found all the gold that was in the mountains. So what happened next?
Okay, I was not expecting this, but there are snakes here. And bees, but these are fine, I guess.
We can find them.
We can find them. These are the tracks where all the miners went to work, but also where they transported tons and tons of gold. Maybe there's some left on the floor.
Any luck?
Nope. We're walking to the top of the gold mines, and if you look to the left side, you're going to see something, and that depends on your imagination, okay? But you're going to see something that resembles a teapot, and that's why they call it the Teapot Mountain. And down there is where we were just a few minutes ago, more like an hour. It took a really long time to get up here, and it was so steep with about 1,000 steps. Don't quote me on that, that's not accurate.
So why was Jiufen nearly at the verge of disappearing from the map? Well, like anything in this life, anything that goes up like us will go down. After the Japanese fully excavated the golden mines, all the gold disappeared. There was no jobs, there was no economy. What happens? How do they survive? And I have many questions like, how much gold did they make? How much was it worth? Did it fail because they were greedy? Or was it simply running out of luck and all the gold finished? I mean, there are so many questions that I don't think they can be answered.
Wait, so how did it become the popular touristic spot that it is today?
I think that's for you to say.
Around 1985, there was a Taiwanese movie released that featured Jiufen, but not only that, as we mentioned earlier in the video, there's a cartoon/anime movie that a lot of you guys might know called Spirited Away, and it's believed that that was inspired by the city of Jiufen, although it's not 100% confirmed.
The two films helped increase the popularity of Jiufen, rescuing the town from a potential disaster and converting it in the touristic town that we all know nowadays. Be honest, did you know about the mining story before you visited Jiufen?
A lot of people that visit Jiufen nowadays is because of the movies. And let's be honest, it's the most recent thing and most likely took the spotlight off the town. But how did that affect the original story? It feels like the miners and all the gold. I mean, you've probably heard it if you're planning to come to Jiufen, but there's even a golden waterfall. Has the story been forgotten? I don't know, but what we wanted to do with this video is bring it back to life, and when you come and visit Jiufen, at least you have a greater idea of what this town was and the history that took it to be what it is nowadays.
We hope that we've inspired you to learn more about Jiufen, and if you want to learn more about Taipei, make sure you go watch the series that we're doing exploring each district. Thank you so much for watching,
And don't forget to like and subscribe!